All right. Okay, so today we're talking about the present perfect. Let me turn this off. It's making no sound. Present perfect simple, and then the past simple, like when to use which ones. Okay, so the present perfect, which is the have traveled, have been, you're going to use that for unfinished actions that started in the past and continue into the present. Okay, so like I've known Julie for 10 years and I still know her. Right? Like I've known Noelia for 2 years. Like I know her today. So I have known. Like we started 2 years ago and I still know her today. Okay? And you're going to use past simple for finished actions. So I knew Julie for 10 years, but then she moved away and we lost touch. So I don't talk to Julie anymore. I knew her for 10 years, but she moved, and now like I don't know what she's doing, if she's married, if she has kids. Okay.
I have a friend. I think it's almost 2 years. I never seen her.
You haven't seen her for 2 years? Wow. Do you like talk? You don't.
No more your phone is lost it. I don't know. So
that's weird.
Yeah.
So you could. So if someone said, "Hey, Fabi, do you know that friend?" You could say, "Well, I knew her, but 2 years ago we lost contact." Yeah.
Yeah, there is no contact.
Yeah, we lost contact. Okay. So I've known Julie for 10 years.
Happy? I know Fabiola 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't see her for maybe unos 8 años.
Yeah.
Like wait 7 years.
And they don't be here in the city.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Interesting. Really interesting. It's a small world.
Yeah. You know that I live or I have.
Well, so it depends. Like I lived in Abilene. That's past, right? Like it's finished. I have lived in Dallas for 13 years. Right? Like 13 years ago I moved to Dallas and I still live in Dallas. So I have lived in Dallas for 13 years. Okay? So that one we talked about last week. All right, a finished action in someone's life when the person is still alive. Okay, so like their life experience. So my brother has been to Mexico 3 times. And then you're going to use past simple when the person is dead. Right? So my great grandfather went to Mexico. That's just simple past. Went to Mexico 3 times. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we use has been with my brother because he's still alive. So he's been 3 times. Maybe he will go more. Right? Like we don't know. But my great grandfather, he's dead. So he's not going to go again. So he went. It's finished. Yeah? Okay. All right. So, right? And he's not going to go again unless he's a zombie. Okay? So, we're going to use present perfect when a finished action with a result in the present. Okay, so I've lost my keys. So, like, I already lost my keys. Like, the losing is finished. But now I can't get into my house. Okay, so I've lost my keys, like, right now, and I can't get into my house. And so the result of the action is in the present.
Something happened.
So then you would just use the simple past just to, like, tell a story. There's no result. Like, I lost my keys yesterday. It was terrible. But now I have new keys. Like, it's not a big deal today.
Can you repeat the third one that you say I love?
Yes. Okay, so I did a contraction with this. Yeah, so I have. So the way to say it is I've lost my keys. Oh, you can't see what I just did. I have. The contraction is I've lost my keys. Now I have new keys. So, like, I'm trying to think. Like, we do use this in emergencies, right? Oh, I know what I can show you. Okay, so here's a commercial, a famous commercial.
Recently, when I became deathly ill, I was able to summon an ambulance, my next-door neighbor, my family, and my doctor without picking up a telephone. I used this remote control to contact Lifecall, my 24-hour emergency medical response service. Watch. You just press this button and speak into the air and...
I'm having chest pain.
I'm calling paramedics and your family, Mr. Miller.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
We're sending help immediately.
Okay, so she said, I've fallen. I have fallen. Because the result, like, she can't get up now, so she needs help. So the result is in the present.
Mrs. Fletcher.
See? Protect yourself with Lifecall and you're never alone. To get complete free information by mail.
Anyway, that's a really famous commercial. There was a lot of, like, funny skits about it. Anyway. So, okay. Oh, not that. All right. Okay. So, the last one is with an unfinished word time. So, this week, this month, today. So, I've seen John this week. So, like, I saw him yesterday. I might see him again tomorrow. I have seen John this week. And then with a finished time word, last week, last month, yesterday, you're going to use just simple past. So I saw John last week. It's finished.
You're not going to see it anymore.
Right. Not last week. I might see him this week, but last week is finished. So you could, okay, so like, for instance, while y'all were talking, I'm trying to remember, Alexia, there was one point where, like, it might have been to the museum. So you said, I've been to the museum, and then I have gone yesterday or something. So, like, you wouldn't, with yesterday, you wouldn't use have gone. You'd say, I went yesterday. So you can, like, if I say, hey, have you ever met a famous person? You can say, yes, I have, right? I have met someone. But if you're going to tell me the story, it's, like, finished. So I met Abby and Brittany Hensel. Yeah. So you would just use simple past.
I did met one when I went to.
Yes, yeah. So have you ever met a famous person? Yeah, I have. One time in the past, it's finished. I was in Colorado and I saw, yeah, like you would tell the story in the simple past. So you can like, in your answers, it's natural to like flip back and forth between the two tenses. So just because the question is in past perfect, if you want to tell me a story, then your story will probably be in simple past. Okay? So, all right. Any questions about that? Your packet this week has tons of practice. Like, that's what this is. That's what you're doing this week. And then the last little thing for this. Okay, so since versus for. Okay? So, for is used with a period of time. So, we have lived here. Oops. For 20 years. So it's like a duration. Okay? A duration of time. And we use since to refer to a specific point in time. So like for 20 years is like this, right? And since is like this. So we have lived here for 20 years. We have lived here since one point in time, 1985. So that's the other thing we're practicing this week. Okay, so Alexia, how long have you studied English? Use for or since?
I have been studying English since middle school.
Since middle school. Okay, so middle school was the specific point in time. Okay? So, how long have you been studying English?
I have been studying since 1994.
Okay, so you have like a date. So since 1994. So Dulce, you've been studying English for like a couple months, right?
3 years.
3 years. Okay, so Dulce has studied English for 3 years. Right? So it's like a duration in time, like an amount of time.
Around 3 years.
Around 3 years? Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, there's practice in your packet for that too. All right, let's see. Okay, how long have you been awake today? How long have you been awake today? So I have been awake since 6:30.
I have been awake since 7.
7? Nice.
7 a.m.
I have been
Awake
up since 6 a.m.
since 6 a.m. Okay. Yeah.
I have been up
Yeah.
since 5 a.m.
Woo! 5 a.m. girl. Fabiola, how long have you been awake?
And I wake up at 6:40.
So I have been
I have been
awake.
awake 6:40, between 6:40 and 7.
Okay, so since like 6:45, 7. Dulce, what time did you get up this morning?
I have been awake at 6 o'clock.
Since 6 o'clock? Okay, good. So you could also say like, okay, I got up at 6:45, so I've been awake for 4 hours. Right? I've been awake for 4 hours. Okay. Okay, here's a good one. How long have you known how to use a computer? Like, when did you first start using a computer?
I have started.
Mm-hmm.
I have started the computer since 1994 when the computers got out in the school.
94? Yes.
94.
I
I was in the junior high. No,
okay.
middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
I've used a computer since elementary school.
Elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're younger than me.
Just a little. Just a little.
Yeah, that's why I met the computer. It was so impressive. Like, how? It was an Apple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, how? How are you? Nice to meet you. Because I was really afraid with the computer to click on the
Keyboard?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say, I'm gonna break it or I'm gonna get something to do with this and it's not mine.
Yes.
Because we've been working with the computer like 3 or 5 students with one computer.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wants to like,
Yes.
and I say, I was doing like that.
You were afraid? You like computers, right?
Yeah, afraid of the computer.
Yes. I wanna buy it.
Yeah.
Use it.
Well, the first time I think that I have been in a class with computer was when I got here in 2006.
Really? Okay. Wow. Nice. So that's when you started using computers, wasn't? So I've been using, or I have used, a computer since 2006. Mm-hmm. What about you, Fabi?
I don't know. Not too much, but I tried.
Not too much. Not good at computers. That's okay.
No.
That's okay. Yeah, I think that's.
I buy one for me, you know. I using the internet.
Mhm.
I can buy because I need it.
Yes, it's good to learn how to use them. I feel like
Yes.
the pandemic has helped a lot of people
Yeah.
because, like last year, my students really struggled with technology,
Yes.
but this year they're much better because they had to be,
Need it. I need
right?
it's, you know, I think I talked to my husband. You know, the coming these years and in the future, there is this all thing is the online. You know, can do using the computer. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I know. Well, like to register your kids for school next year,
Yeah.
they're only doing online. You have to do it on the computer,
Mhm.
which is kind of crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's where we're headed, I think. Like all of my doctors, like my kids' doctors, my doctor, we have like online. Like I can schedule an appointment, I can send a message, but you have to get an online account. They're talking about doing like free internet, because you know some countries just have internet.
They bring me when my girls coming with the iPad.
Mhm.
They using the Wi-Fi. They sending me the school free.
The little
Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
They using this.
that's cool. Do you still have it?
No.
No.
No, I.
You had to take it back.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there's ways where the United States could just say, okay, everyone has Wi-Fi, like everyone has wireless internet, all over everywhere. Mhm. So they're talking about that because, like you said, like the internet is so important today. Like you
Yes.
need it to, like to talk to the schools, to do anything really, apply for jobs. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, good. Any questions? No? Okay, we have our circus class on Friday. Yay!
Yes.
It's gonna be so fun. Dulce, do you need childcare for her, or is she coming to the circus class? Huh? She's coming. It's fine. I'm sure they'll be fine.
I'm gonna think if I can because I have a little problem in my back.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know if I can do too many exercise or Pilates or whatever.
You can come and tell the teacher. and they can adjust the exercises and say, okay, Dulce, don't do this, or you can do it this way. Yeah, so usually they're pretty good about fixing the exercises. Okay. Yes. Okay, so they want us to wear, I'm coming too. They want us to wear yoga pants, like leggings, and your shirt needs to have sleeves.
Long or short?
It can be long sleeve or short sleeve. Just you want to I guess you want to protect your arms right here. So they just want you to have sleeves. That's the only thing. And then I have some papers, but we'll fill those out on Friday. Or Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday. Okay? Yay, I'm so excited. You can't come.
Yeah, I can.
You can?
Yeah, because I have a program for Friday for Dominic, and the school is a virtual
Oh, the virtual field trip?
virtual field trip, and Miss Patricia asked me, you have to be there, and I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna be there with him, and I'm gonna go with the one with in my field trip.
Yay. Okay, good. So you can come. You can't come. Okay, because you're doing your taxes. That's a really boring reason to not come to a circus class.
I have not.
It's okay, Fabiola. I'm joking. It's a chiste. It's a joke. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be so fun. All right.
You're done?
Yeah, we're done. We are done for today. Good job.
Okay, thank you so much. I like this today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that we learn.
Yes.
that
I like Present Perfect.
Huh?
I like this.